Welcome to the second Rick's Picks. The first one did so well. Not so much on YouTube, but it got a lot of plays on the old radio station there. So if you are listening to this on YouTube, I'd like you to click that little bell there and subscribe and all that fun stuff, and hopefully you give it a bunch of thumbs up and all that other fun junk. Alright, so let's move on to the second one, because the first one did so well. I'll talk a little more about the bands this time. Last time I felt like I kind of skipped over a few things, but for the most part, we got the point across. And I'd mentioned in the last one that I would do some Sault Ste. Marie bands. Well, this time, I'm definitely going to do some Sault Ste. Marie bands. As a matter of fact, coming up first, I'm going to go ahead and do one. So check this out. Well, how about that, right? How's that for punk rock at its finest? I mean, come on. It's pretty badass, right? Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. Anyway, that was A Dire Setback. They're pretty much the alt-punk band of Sault Ste. Marie besides us being redundant. I don't know any other punk bands in the Sioux that are active right now. There were a lot at one point. Hell, there was a ton at one point. But anyway, you can find these guys on Spotify, whatever Redbubble is. Apparently I'm out of the loop there. They launched their album on March 29th, 2020. Poor bastards. Damn COVID. Kind of put a little bit of a onto that, if you will, for light of a better word. Most of the guys in the band, well, all of the guys in the band are great people. We've had the pleasure of sharing the stage with them. Let's see, I'm on their website now. I'm going to give it a quick peek here. It says, "Welcome, punk rock, heavy on the rock, punk on the punk. We are a band whose dark lyrics, catchy riffs, and energetic stage performances are breathing new life into stories about death, life, and all the things in between. Led by Canadian singer-songwriter Chris Nielsen, they have been working for the past 2 years on the debut album, A Dire Setback." So yeah, they're really great. It was produced by Bill Priddle, and recorded and mixed by Dustin Goodall, if that means anything to anybody. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next song now. It won't be a Sioux local, but I might close it with one of ours. The good old redundant, may as well, you know, throw a little shameless self-promotion out there, if you will. Alright, so coming up next, well, you know what, we'll talk about it when I get back. Stay tuned.
Trying to make me settle down, I'm not gonna mess around. Got my own ideas of love, but you take my spirit away when you leave.
Well, how about that? That was Uncle Sid. What's Uncle Sid? Think about the name there for a second. I mean, I don't know if that's what they did with it, but to me it's a slang for LSD. It's like saying acid. You add the uncle to it to give it like that funny sort of undertone or, you know. Anyway, that's a band from Vancouver. The song itself is called War Machine, and it is catchy as fuck. So now I'm on their Facebook. Let's take a quick peek here. It says, hard rock from Western Canada. Uncle Sid has a melodic, hard rock and metal sound that we play with dynamic passion along with a lot of classic and new day influences. We are on a mission to tour the world. Well, I'll tell you what, if you guys are listening to this, I have a feeling that you just may achieve, because that was a catchy song. Every time I play it on the station when I'm out at campfires and whatnot, people are always like, who's that? Why don't I know that? It's another good side for me having a radio station is I always play it at all the bonfires. I play it at camp. I play it in my car. So whenever somebody's around, they're always listening to something new, which is great. And this track here, it seems to be very popular with people whenever it plays. So let's move on to another one. This next one, those two are kind of punk, kind of metal. I'm gonna go really, really metal. Well, here, take a listen, and you tell me what you think. And well, I guess you can't tell me what you think, but if you are listening to this on YouTube, go ahead, fill something out in the comments. Make fun of me, make fun of my voice if you want. I really don't even care. I'm just here to try and promote some bands, and I don't give a rat's ass if you like the way that I sound or if you like my picks. I like my picks. And yeah, sorry, I'm getting a little defensive there. Just because I had a few people that listened to it and just sent me Facebook messages saying, "Oh, you gotta stop saying you gotta stop saying this." Well, you know what? Anyway, here's some metal.
Thank
these guys. This is the second time they've been on. Wow. Okay, so what's the date today? Today is March 12th, 2021. They sent me that today on Twitter, and I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're a great band, but I just figured, okay, well, you pumped out another one. That's great. Well, you know what? This one's my favorite one out of all of them so far. Keep up the good work, guys. If you're not familiar with who that is, they are a husband and wife team from Scotland. Hand of Kalliach. I hope I'm saying that right. Again, if I'm not, please go ahead and correct me on how to say it in the comments. These guys, though, the song's called Cinder. Came out today. Amazing track. The way that it just drove with those siren-esque vocals in the background while you took you on a melodic journey into some sort of paradigm of awesomeness and metal. Anyway, I just wanted to share that one with you because it was definitely one of my picks. So there's 3 so far. I was going to try and keep it a rule to just do 4 and try and keep it at, a half hour, but we'll see how it goes. And you know what? I might just throw on a redundant one right at the end and not really talk about it. Or maybe I'll talk about it in between. No, I won't. I won't do that. I'll just throw it on there because I want to try and keep things at the 30-minute mark because it's for the best. Now, I just want to say now that I'm going to start doing interviews with some of these bands that I'm doing the picks with. So this time, like, when I go to do this, it'll be Rick's picks, but I'll have them on the line with me so I can ask them questions about how they came up with it. So watch out for that in the next couple months. Probably after the summer, I'm going to get into that because I went ahead and got myself a sweet little camp spot that I'm going to probably spend majority of the summer at. Because I'm Canadian and I love the outdoors, as does pretty much every other Canadian. Anyway, so here comes the next one. Now, it's not going to be as heavy a metal, but it's definitely going to be fucking good. Alright, here we go.
Sometimes, like what to do with the rest of your life. Try to change the world overnight.
from Humans. Not a bad track, eh? Alright, let's take a look at their Facebook, see what we got going on here. Let's see if we can find out a little bit more about them. Alright, well, first off, they're Canadian, which is pretty rad in my book. Anyway, let's see. Hiding from Humans. Danny Owens on guitar, lead vocals. Curtis Van... I don't know how to say that, on guitar vocals. Paul Robichaud on drums, and Chris Anderson on bass guitar. Other than that, let's take a look at the About section. Maybe they got something going on here. Fuck all. Okay, let's look at the reviews. 0 out of 5. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give them a quick review on that song. I love it. It's great. It's like perfect. You know, what do we call that? Popcorn punk or bubblegum or that kind of stuff. Kind of like my band, Redundant. Anyway, I'm really hoping that I can hook up with these guys. I think if I remember correctly, on Twitter it said they were from Regina. Nothing on their Facebook telling me otherwise, but we're going to go with they're from Regina. Maybe I can take a quick peek here. Let's take a look on their Twitter. Okay, hiding from Humans. Alright, what do we got here? Loading. Oh, maybe they unfollowed me. I can't seem to find them. Hiding from Humans. People. Well, maybe it was on... maybe it was on Instagram. My bad. Either way, I'm pretty sure they were from Regina. After a quick little Google search, sure enough, they are from Regina. Anyway, I'm really hoping that we can get some sort of tour going in maybe 2022. Would be Redundant, Hiding from Humans, if possible. A little bit of Uncle Sid in there too. Even from the last one, we had that Punchline 13. Get them involved. Dire Setback, just a bunch of vans, go right across Canada, United States. Maybe hop a flight over to Scotland and play with the husband and wife duo, even though they're way more fucking metal than we are. But music, right? You like what you like, and that's that. Okay, how much time do we got left on this bad boy? Oh, fuck me in the face with a shovel and call me Bob. Alright, not a ton of time left, so I'm going to... Yeah, no, there's only 5 minutes left, so, well, not even. So I want to thank you all for listening to the second Rex Picks. I'm not going to wait an entire month to do the next one, because you know what, there's just so much good music out there, and I feel everybody needs to hear it. Hopefully more people tune in to my station, or you know what, even join up on the old YouTube there. And again, hit that like button and all those bells and whistles. And I mean, I'm not trying to be a millionaire here. I just want people to be informed when one of these new bad boys go up. So if you want to get a hold of any of those bands, turns out Hiding from Humans apparently doesn't have Twitter, but you can find them on Facebook and you can find them on Instagram. The rest of them are pretty much on all 3 of the major socials. They're on Bandcamps. They're on everything. So until next time, thank you so much for the support again, and catch you on the flip-flop.